Welcome to PoolSupplies.com and thank you for your purchase of your Sun2Solar Solar Reel system. When your packages arrive, you'll see that you have two individual boxes. One will be your in-pack box, one will be your tube set box. Once you've taken your parts out and verified all your parts are there, you're ready for assembly of your tube set. When unboxing, you will have your hardware kit, which will include your straps, your screws for assembly, as well as your attachment plates for the pool top ledge. Tools you'll need for assembly will be an electric drill, an 1/8" drill bit, a nut driver, as well as perhaps a Phillips head screwdriver bit. When pre-assembly starts, you'll want to measure your pool and see where the solar reel will set across the water. For today's application, this is a 15-round pool, so we will make our tube set assembly accordingly. When determining where to install your reel, it may depend on the size of pool or shape of pool, being round or oval. Our pool is only a 15-round today, so we're installing it directly across the middle of the pool. However, larger pools, you may have to offset center when determining placement of your reel system. Laying your tubes out, you can pre-measure and make sure that you have proper overlap, which would be a minimum of 9 inches. When you lay out your tubes, you can pre-measure just to verify the measurement that you cross-checked with your pool. You'll want to measure the overlap so that the overlap is equal. Minimum overlap on the tubes is 9 inches. If you need to cut the tube, you can with a hacksaw. When doing that, you want to make sure you cut equal amount from each end for maximum support of the tube itself. When pre-assembling your tubes, you can then measure to verify that you have the same width as your pool. As far as the overlap, you'll want to measure to make sure that you have equal overlap across the entire pole. As you will see that we're cutting off 6 inches for each end, which is a total of 12 inches. When you have your tubes assembled, you can do a dry run, putting your hubs on the end of the tube and checking to make sure that you have proper measurement for the pool size. Reinforcing the tube, we'll detail drilling a 1/8" pre-drilled hole, approximately 3 inches in from the end of the tube. You will do this with 2 screws to set your pole assembly for the width of your pool. Again, using your electric drill and your nut driver, you will also do this with the hubs as well, pre-drilling your 1/8" hole, and again applying your screw for the hubs. Locating the base for the reel system, you will have your foot plates that will hold your base in place. You will also have 2 pins and 2 plastic dowels, which will act as your bearings for the reel assembly. You will put those in place on both end bases, drilling into your top ledge with your 1/8" drill bit for assembly of the impact base attachment bracket. You're ready to attach the end wheel crank handle. It will slide into the 3 grooves on the end of the hub. You'll have 1 screw to affix the handle to the hub itself. Placing the reel back on your pool, making sure you have a nice and even, smooth reel. Now we are applying the solar cover to the pool. Once you've done this, you're going to mark the solar cover, piece of tape, marker, pen, just so you know where the center of the cover is, directly under the reel assembly. You may take the reel system and lay it out on a flat surface or in the grass. You're going to take your mark and pinch pleat the cover and fold the cover in half. This will make it easier to apply the straps to the cover and to your reel assembly. When attaching the straps, you will measure out 8 inches roughly from the end of the wheel. You will do that from both ends. For today's application, we are using 5 straps. So you will apply the outer 2, and then you will divide the other 3 equally across the rest of the pole. Again, drilling a pre-drilled hole with your 1/8 inch drill bit so that you can apply the strap. Once you have all of your straps attached to the pole, you can then proceed to do the clips on the cover. Measuring down roughly a 1/2 inch from the top lip of the cover itself, using a screwdriver, you can punch holes into the cover so that you can attach your strap and clip to the cover. The clip and strap attachment will include 1 strap, 2 clips, and 2 nylon plastic bolts. 1 clip will be on top of the strap, using your bolts pushing through the cover and attaching the other clip to the back and putting your nylon bolts to complete the attachment of the strap to the cover. When you've completed that process, you can roll the cover up onto the reel assembly. Unrolling the cover on the pool, now you have your cover and your reel assembly attached to the pool. So when the pool is not in use, you can leave the cover in place. When you want to go swimming, just make sure that you remove the cover. Rolling it up, you can see is nice and smooth.